Welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast counting down everything this week that made you say, what a time to be alive. And now, Patrick Monahan, Kath Barbadoro, and Eli Uden.
Folks, welcome to What a Time to Be Alive, the only podcast that counts down things each week to make you say a thing else. Tell the podcast. I'm Patrick Monahan.
I'm Kath Barbadoro.
No Eli.
Eli Uden.
Oh, we got an Eli. We got Eli. Excuse me. Eli is let's see. He's back in the crystal again, you know, and
he can't stay away.
It's
bye.
He got out, and then he broke another promise to the witch, and he's back in the crystal. We have the amulet. We're working on a way to get him out, but it's, it takes a little time. So we're gonna figure that out. Hopefully he'll be back soon. But for now, we have a very special guest. He is a comedian. He has 2 really great specials on YouTube. The latest is Greatest Hits Volume 2. The other one is Greatest Hits, and it is Bobby Condon, everybody.
Hi, Bobby.
And I was going to say, the probably the only comedian who has crowd work stuff that I actually want to watch on Instagram because it's actually funny.
How
and
about
good.
that?
Wow.
Mostly because it's you yelling at people, which is actually funny to enjoy.
That's the only
Hostile
crowd work I know. I really have no desire to interact with them whatsoever. The audiences, in my opinion, are scum. And they should shut the fuck up at any given point. And so at any time I'm doing crowd work, it is against my will. But hey, I'm exercising, I think, a lot of demons that a lot of folks. My therapist says that the stage is my safe place to get out my anger. So I think that's where the crowd, and usually I'm directing it at the crowd. And by the way, I do want to note here that when Patty asked me to join the pod, I was so honored and of course wanted to do it. Now I just see that I'm a bald replacement. You just picked another bald guy to replace the absent bald guy. If you were out, Patty, there'd be some other dude with a fucking hat.
Yeah, that's right.
And if Kath was out, there would be another blonde woman.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Shelby.
We need girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. Girl. We must have girl on podcast. No, we need to have the same, the bald levels need to remain constant or things get disrupted. Our listeners get scared and nervous and they're like, something's off.
I'm happy to keep the equilibrium, the hair equilibrium afloat.
Yeah. Otherwise, if they're driving their car, they're going to crash if they can't hear a bald guy, So we're here. We just did our bonus episode, so we're loose. Kat,
sorry, I wasn't recording during the Netflix conversation. Do we want to continue it now?
You have to pay extra to the Patreon to hear our conversation about.
That's right. We're just talking about how you had a question before, Kat, that you wanted to ask. You want to just do that right now?
Oh, okay, sure, yes. This has been an argument in my life for the last few weeks. Who is more famous, Mr. Peanut or the Pillsbury Doughboy? Who is more, to you, who is more significant?
Okay, this is okay. Pillsbury Doughboy.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
That's
okay.
where I come down as well, and I
can tell you my background for that too, Pat.
Please.
What's your justification?
I need to hear the reasoning.
This is not a hard one to me in the sense that for most of our lives, Mr. Peanut was not a talking, moving character. Whereas the Pillsbury Doughboy, he was like a guy on TV who was, getting poked by a mom. You know what I mean? That was,
Yeah, he had a catchphrase. Okay, basically, this is the end of this argument because my boyfriend was adamantly campaigning for Mr. Peanut and thought I was crazy. And so we've been asking everyone, and I don't think a single person has been on his side.
Kick him to the curb. He's an idiot.
He is currently crashing his car listening to this. He's so mad.
Well, and here's the thing, boyfriend. Pillsbury Doughboy is the subject of a Yo Mama joke, which puts it over the top of it. Your mama gets more pokes than a Pillsbury Doughboy. She's promiscuous.
Yeah.
Let's go, hit me. That's going on the next special.
I mean, Mr. Peanut is way older. You know, he's like 50 years older. I feel like or so. I mean, he's pre-World War I.
He was in Ghostbusters too.
Which one? Mr. Peanut was in Ghostbusters.
Stay Puffed was Mr.
Oh yeah,
Ghostbusters, TOO or Ghostbusters 2.
The original Ghostbusters had just a giant Mr. Peanut wreaking havoc on New York City. This original drawing of Mr. Peanut that I just put in the chat is really funny from the Wikipedia
It's really
page.
good. He's
it's
just
like
what's that person's name? Vangina? What the hell is that?
Virginia? Vangina.
He's from
Mr.
Virginia,
Peanut
Bobby.
from Vangina. What the fuck?
Okay. He's reported to be of British heritage. And, well, they say has the proper name of Bartholomew Richard Fitzgerald Smythe. Now, the basis for that appears to be a tweet. So I don't know. I don't
That's
consider
not
that to be
being able
Based
to
on
be
a
cited
tweet
in the
from 100 years
Wikipedia.
ago?
It's based on a tweet from whoever was running the
Contemporary
account.
tweet.
Probably when they were doing that awful baby nut
baby
thing
nut,
where they killed
yeah.
Baby nut thing?
You remember the Super Bowl, the baby nut, Mr. Peanut? They had like the baby peanut because they killed Mr. Peanut.
No, I do not remember.
Well, it was like 2 weeks before COVID. So
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
Wow.
It was a it was a 2020 Super Bowl commercial.
Inauspicious start.
Think about all the human effort that went into like creating this whole ad campaign and this whole thing. It's like, did you hear they killed Mr. Peanut? Oh my God. And then the big thing was the debut of Baby Nut at the Super Bowl. And it was just like a baby Mr. Peanut. And then COVID happened and everyone went insane. So that was the end of that. So not that important. Wow.
Do you know the Pillsbury Doughboy's proper name? His given name?
I do not.
Richard, damn it, I can't think of it. I was trying to think of elevated.
It's not like a name a person would have. It's a name a cartoon character would have.
Oh, Poppin' Fresh.
Poppin' Fresh. Yes,
okay, sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like
yeah.
Pillsbury Doughboy is like he's more a part of my life. Like Mr. Peanut's just a guy on a can.
And I know Poppin' Fresh because of The Simpsons, where he like Mr. Burns is on gas or something and puts a drill into Mole Man's brain, thinking he's Poppin' Fresh.
So his name was Pillsbury trying to like socialize the Poppin' Fresh name, and everyone's just like, no, I can't fucking remember that. It's the Pillsbury, that little dough boy.
He's a little blob of dough. Yeah, I don't know.
Doughboy's also interesting because wasn't that what they called like the guys in World War I, right? Yeah. It's like he's got he's in the meat grinder, the Doughboy. He's out there.
Is that the provenance of the nickname Doughboy?
No, it's like 50 years later. I don't think so, but
Okay.
it's fun to think about.
Yeah.
That he was on the front lines.
He's shell shocked. The Doughboy.
His PTSD. Poor guy.
There was a whole
Stop poking
family.
him. He's freaking out.
They really got out
through a lot.
They got out over their skis here, you know. It was like 65 they launched it, and then in the 70s they had a whole family created and sold as individual dolls and in play sets. What is going on here?
There's
a whole
Pillsbury
family.
guys?
There's Poppin' Fresh, and then there's Poppy Fresh, described by the advertising icon museum as forming a couple with Poppin' Fresh. So I guess Poppy is a lady, I assume, given the decade this was out. Grandpopper and Grandmommer, which I don't like, the grandparents. Popper the boy and Bun Bun the baby girl. And then there was a dog and a cat. What the hell? Were they all dough?
It's too much. You got the one guy. Keep it simple.
Lord.
Keep it
Yeah.
simple. We don't need a whole franchise here. This is not what we signed up for. See, this almost makes me appreciate the simplicity of that. It's Mr. Peanut is just like, it's just one guy.
Yeah.
We don't have backstory for him, probably because there's a comedian who has since passed away, Andy Ritchie, who had a joke about how he was like definitely some kind of war criminal in the
he's
old
a
country.
traitor for sure.
Yeah.
He's selling out his own.
We don't
people.
want to know his past. Like the peanut plantation owner with a monocle. Nothing good happening there.
Yeah,
we don't want to hear
that's
about
a good
it.
point.
But yeah, I don't know. We don't need a whole damn family of these guys. Just the one.
And people reacted negatively to the baby nut. They're like, bring him back. He's bringing him back to being a grown up. You know, Mr. Peanut is an adult and he's back. And it's like that never happened, basically. So,
yeah, once that baby nut came out, they released a deadly virus that wiped out a million fucking people, ruined my vacation.
Right. Well, thank you for putting this question.
I saw the baby
to bed for
peanut
me.
being put in one of the parking lot COVID morgues.
he's in one of the trucks.
Yeah. Oh, how
Baby
sad.
nut. Jesus.
Dark
Yeah.
times.
This all came about because I sent you that Instagram reel of like a guy who's like he's like, now eat them nuts. I see you with those nuts. Like the guy doing a Mr. Peanut impression. He was like weirdly sort of like a Southern dandy guy. And it's like, that's not what I think of.
I'm glad you clarified that accent, Pat.
Yeah. It's a very good accent. It's good. I do a lot of good act outs. That's a big part of my whole deal.
You should go on that Netflix show.
I'm
You
on
should go
there.
on Funny AF and do some impressions, do some act outs.
I don't know.
Isn't it so funny that they have to verbalize funny AF? Like, just pick another fucking name for the fucking show. If one of the words is fuck, don't pick another name. Funny as hell.
Yeah, funny as heck. Come on. Something. Really funny. The show. Saying AF out loud as an adult is humiliating.
Yeah,
You
it's
should not.
ridiculous.
Now that's funny. I don't know. I mean, maybe I will have to see. I mean, hopefully I can get on the next season. Although I don't know, Kevin Hart might say no. It'll be the first time he ever said no to anything. He might not be able to do it.
Unprecedented move. Kevin Hart turns it down.
Sorry, I have to film 15 different commercials on that day, actually, so I can't do it.
Imagine having your stand-up comedy judged by Kevin Hart. Oof.
Yeah.
The creator of that GIF. I have never. I will admit that I have never seen any of his stuff, so I have no idea.
I've seen some of his stuff. He's a hell of a performer. But you know,
hell of a performer is truly damning with faint praise, right? That's that. Oh, he's up there. He's moving around a lot. You got to give him credit for that.
he sure is.
A lot of energy.
He sure is. He's using the space. I'll say that.
He owns that stage.
He sure does.
Well, we got him. He's currently in his floating airship mansion. So you know, but
We should, before we say anything, we'll have to edit out. We should do numbers.
Yes,
Let's do numbers
because of industry.
Because of the industry, who's all listening. They love our podcast.
Number 5.
I'm sorry to Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart is throwing his headphones out of the airship
Kev,
window.
if you're listening, JK, man, you are funny AF.
You are funny AF. No better words to describe you, Kevin Hart. This story comes to us from Punished Eric in the Discord. If you'd like to submit stories to our podcast, you can join our Patreon at the $10 a month level and get access to our story submission Discord channels. I apologize for doing one that's a little bit visual, but this is haunting. I need to send you guys these pictures. This is just your classic nature is doing some fucked up stuff in Australia. And I don't like it. I don't approve of it. How do I send this to you? Oh my God, Zoom. Why are you like this, Zoom? You're going to have to download this cursed image onto your computer. I apologize.
Right.
I can't wait.
Or maybe it'll... Okay, no, it's sent as a pic. So there were these people walking through a farm.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's not good. These people are walking through a farm in the Western Australian wheat belt, which I guess they got one of those too. Plains where no one lives and they make lots of wheat.
We need those. We need those.
Yeah, pretty important, I would say. But they were walking through and there's like a tree and there are these things hanging off the tree that look like my initial instinct is this looks like some True Detective season 1 shit.
Yeah.
It's like
very overrated show. Even that
they
season.
look like not into it.
No, it sucked.
Tell us about it.
So much build up for absolutely nothing. Oh, it was the tractor guy. Okay. Like, and all. Well, just go on, Kath. Sorry, I have a lot of issues.
I know. I like to hear about them. They're funny. But
just finding the right thing to just push the button and let them go on.
Exactly. That's what I'm just searching for the button. But yeah, so it's like they look like people suspended in the trees and covered in vines. And it really is like you can see like a leg and a foot shape. Like it looks like it's very
and like an arm. It's like it's almost like a
it's an effigy.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
that
care
is
for
exactly how this article describes them, is that they were effigy-like hanging figures. And they were very upset, understandably. This is classic Australia shit. Don't worry, they're not people who have been strung up in these trees and covered in vines. They're instead the nests of venomous caterpillars. So you definitely shouldn't touch them because they are extremely deadly.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess this is like their
pure uncut Australia right there.
Exactly.
Can I tell you, that is one place I have no desire to ever visit or see. And I put that on Threads, and bro, the fucking Aussies came after my ass. The first time in my life, usually I pride myself on when I like post something on social media, even if it's fucking dumb and people kind of hate it. I'm like, I'm leaving it up. I'll leave it up like my own head on a pike, you know? But when the Aussies came after me, my feelings were hurt, and I took it down. But honestly, I'm just gonna say it here: that continent, that country, pass. Who gives a shit? Who fucking cares about Australia? And the indigenous people of there, God bless. I wish you the best. I'd like to visit them, but the white folks along the coast, and not to sound like a millennial white person, talking about white people, very cringe. But Australia, not interested at all.
Pass.
You have no culture.
You got to be careful.
And that's coming from an American. We really have no culture.
It takes one to know one. You got nothing going on.
We have a culture, and they just had a video of it. It was Ronald McDonald singing the national anthem before a minor league baseball game.
Dude, Pat, how funny is it too? Two people sent me that yesterday, and they both sent it, and then in the caption that they sent, they're like, it's a shame that his face is in the thumbnail because it really ruins the surprise. Oh, yeah. Why didn't they fix the fucking thumbnail?
That's a real whiff.
Yeah.
Because I had seen already there was a short one that started like a couple seconds before, and the Rockets' red glare is when they cut back to Ronald on the jumbotron. But there was a version that I saw that was like almost a minute long or so of just you hear someone singing and it's like panning around, and then you get to the end and it's fucking Ronald McDonald. It's like, what is happening?
That's incredible. Yeah, it really I think all the time about that like Iranian general blew up where he was like, who's an American hero? SpongeBob? Like, they got nobody. Quote
it's tough. It's tough.
Hard to argue with. I mean, that's why they had to blow him up, because they're we have no rebuttal to
get
this.
Get Tom Kenny up there to sing the anthem.
Yeah.
Don't make him dress up, because he doesn't need to do that. He's just a voice actor.
Respect him.
Yeah, this is really upsetting. These poisonous caterpillars. I Bobby, I just want to say, by the way, the Australia opinion is very brave, considering that they are a prime constituency for bar comedy shows. The Australians.
That's where you're doing your hostile crowd work at like 90% of the time.
And you know what? That stands to reason, because they are also the rudest tourists. Like every time I see them in another country. So, okay, when I go to another country, the first worst thing is no ice in the water. Okay.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah. No cold drinks.
They don't do it, and whatever. But the second worst thing you see anytime you visit another country or here is the American accent. Mm-hmm. You're just like, oh no, like, I don't want it. You're going to embarrass me. I just know it. But the third worst in behaviorally is the Aussie tourist, because they truly walk around like they own the fucking place. That their accent is not charming. They're always rude. They take over. They think they're such a delight, man. They think they're so delightful, and it drives me nuts. So, and that's all I have to say about that.
I think we're gonna find out how many Australian listeners we have, because we're gonna get some.
You're gonna find out because they're all gonna fucking remark on me.
I also just want to say that,
leave your thoughts about this on the YouTube comments of Bobby's special. Get him some engagement.
And let me tell you something. I'll respond to every fucking one. I respond to the haters, bitch. I will do it, and I don't do it out of any sense of fun or joy. It's because you hurt my feelings, and I feel the need to respond. It's totally earnest.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. Not calculated, just from a place of pure defensiveness and upset. Absolutely.
I love that. Also, this is the just I put that out on Threads, and that's just like that is a whole sphere that I have no idea what's going on over there.
What's going on there, Bobby? What's Threads like?
Patrick, Kath, you're not on there either. Do not join. It is absolutely hateful. I posted one thing where it was like, and I thought this was hilarious. I'm like, I went to Ruth's Chris, you know, the steakhouse.
Sure.
I went with my mom and stepdad, and like, first of all, the place from the outside looks like a fucking Circuit City. Okay, and I'd never been to one before. We go in, and when they bring out our steaks, like 3 separate people mentioned. Now those plates are 500 degrees, so be careful. 3 separate staff members mentioned that they were 500 degrees. So I go on Threads, ingenious take, and I'm like, if your fucking slogan is the temperature of your plate, your fucking steakhouse sucks, you know? and just airtight roast.
Sure.
And people come on and they're like, one guy comes on and he's like, oh, Ruth's Chris, you think that's great? Why don't you just say you're poor and move along? And I'm like, okay. And then another person is like something like another take from here. I got another take. Bobby Condon is a fuckhead. Complete stranger. I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, do you represent Ruth's Chris? And of course they don't. It's just for something. My friend has a theory about it that it's like literally Russian bot stuff, but that it's like for somehow on Threads you're incentivized to just like fucking stab people, like just no matter what. It's just bad. It's just negative reactions, and it's hurtful. So steer clear. If you haven't fallen into that pit yet, fucking don't start.
I think it was Max Reed. I think he said it was like the Gas Leak Network. I don't remember. Somebody said that, but it's like the Gas Leak Social Network is the description.
Gas leak. And okay, wait, hold on. Explain that analogy to me. Like they're all breathing in natural gas and they've gone insane. Or? Pretty much, yeah. Yes, I agree, because it's wild out there. It's like fucking Australia. It's a bunch of negative-minded people that think they're ingenious, and they got fucking nothing. You click on their profiles and see what they got. It's a wasteland. It's the outback,
and it's crazy because it has
and they're full
so
of
many
venom. They're like the venomous creatures.
Yes.
Ruth's Chris sounds like it could be like some kind of like it would be like a species of snake, or the Ruth's Chris viper or something.
Yeah.
Also, that is a name that I will never I would never make any effort to understand or to say correctly, and it's kept me away. And not that I'm like, you know, it's
I've
just
never
like
been.
I'm not going.
Well, now that I know the plates are
go.
500 degrees, I am not interested. No, thank you.
And it did suck. And I did look up the provenance of the name. It's not interesting. So just steer fully clear. All of your listeners, I did it for you. My mom. Okay, can I tell you a cringe story here that happened?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
So we're walking in. My stepdad is like 82 years old, so we eat really early, you know. So we made a reservation to go there when when I was back home, and we made a reservation for 5 p.m. So we go in. They seat us in the main dining area, which is almost empty, and it just so happens that there are 2 families there, and they're people of color. They're black people. Okay. And the woman is leading us in there, and my mom stops and says something to the hostess who's seating us, and we turn around and go out, and I'm like, what have you said? And we go out, and like I'm looking like I've seen a ghost, and I'm like, what mom, what did you say? And she's like, she told the hostess she is very like smell sensitive, and someone had cologne on, and she's like, I can't sit next to the cologne. And I was so mad. And then she got mad at me for being mad. I'm like, mother, 3 white people walked into that room with 2 black families. You said something under your breath to the hostess, and we turned around and walked out. The fucking Woolworths counter in 1940. Like, I've never been so humiliated in my life. And she's like, it's the cologne. I'm like, fine, but you can't do that.
That's a very curb. Like, you go back in and say, I just want to say it's not
because your cologne is too smelly. It's like, oh, that's better. That's great.
Yeah, right. It smells. We don't like how it smells in here. It's like, oh.
Oh, okay. All right. Fine.
No, not like that. Racist. Okay, hang on. Wait. Yeah. Larry, you can't sit Larry. This funkhouse are going nuts.
Oh my God. So yeah.
Anyway,
and the steakhouse sucks. So
it is bad. Steakhouse thumbs down. Australia thumbs down.
2 thumbs down. 1 for Ruth, 1 for Chris. I guess. I don't know.
Right. Folks, on this week's bonus episode, we talk about people from other countries trying to do American accents on television. Are they good? Are they bad? Mixed results.
We also talk about birding and a story about a study of urban birds in Europe and gender in that context. Not weirdly, though. Normal. So get all that and our regular episodes with no ads at patreon.com/whatatimepod.
Let's do number 4.
Let's do it.
Number 4.
Number 4 also comes to us from Punished Eric. This is a story about a Denver gym, and it's let's see, it's a there's a lot of fancy names here, but okay, so there's a I guess it's an apartment building called the Beauvallon. It's BEAUVALLON. I don't know how fancy this is. It sounds fancy though, right?
They're trying to make it sound fancy for sure.
Hey, okay, it looks like a nice building, but I don't know if it's expensive or what. But you can see it here. But they have there's a gym on the ground floor of this apartment building, and it's called Summit Strong. And the residents are not happy. They have filed a lawsuit against the gym because they're grunting too loud, they're dropping all their weights, and they're just making too much noise.
So like the people in the apartments above are like, these meatheads are being too loud. That's
they need to live above a Planet Fitness where there's a no grunt rule.
Exactly.
Yeah. No grunts, no judgment. So it's okay. So the description in the lawsuit, they describe it as it sounds like that. Weightlifters groaning, yelling, and struggling to lift weights. That's a nice little dig there as well.
Struggling.
Right, they're struggling. They're not successfully doing it. These weaklings.
They're doing the Bugs Bunny where he flexes and the arm goes down. Making that noise. So the noise begins. Okay, this is a real problem for these people, I imagine. It begins as early as 5 a.m. and lasts until 9 p.m. on weekdays. 5 a.m. is pretty early to have to hear banging around and yelling and stuff.
At 5 a.m. Yeah.
And this is a condo building, so these are they all live on the 3rd floor above the gym.
Owners. Yeah.
And so it's the 2nd floor is where the gym is, which I'm surprised at, but whatever, that they would have like retail space on the 2nd floor of an apartment building. But and they're on the 3rd floor, so they're right above it. And the prices, it looks like, for 2-bedroom condos in there are around $500,000.
Where is this place? It looks like it's in fucking Belarus. Is this in America?
This is Denver.
Right?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Okay,
I don't know where in Denver, but yeah,
that's they couldn't find a blue sky to take their promotional picture.
It is. It's the word I would describe it as forbidding. It is a forbidding building for sure. And also weird like strange Baroque architecture. It doesn't look like I was picturing like your classic 5/1 like
right.
new development big box. But no, they got some personality here. I don't know
where I'm trying to figure out where this gym is, like in this like
I can see. I know exactly where it is. Look at, so you got the the first floor looks like retail space.
Yeah.
The second floor, I think that second floor. Wait, is there a parking structure above the second floor? It almost looks like right above where it says Beau Vallone.
Yeah.
That could be like parking there, but certainly not.
Or it's like open air, like an open air hallway or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
like an atrium or...
It's very it's something you would see in a more consistently warm place. Like this is a very like South Florida type, construction.
Yes.
But anyway, so they live on right above. And they say the gym is not insulated enough. Like, it comes up through the ceiling. I guess they could put some kind of dampers on the ceiling or something. And then here's a nice little dig from this, from the editorializing from the Westward here. It says, though it seems like the issues could be resolved if the weightlifters got their gains up. So again, struggling to...
they're pussies. Yeah, that's why they're screaming.
What bitches. Just say they're noisy.
I will say that like... the dropping the weights thing is that's a plague on sort of, gym going behavior. I think that's like when you're doing it in a way, like, yes, if you're like maxing out or whatever, but there are definitely guys who like to be the center of attention in a place.
I feel like dropping the weight is more forgivable than like screaming, because it is like, if you're trying to, if you're lifting really heavy and it's like, I'm holding this for as long as humanly possible, it's going to be very hard for me to have the muscle control to like put it down.
Yeah.
But you don't have to scream. There is no, you can like, hold your breath. Like there are things that you can do to like up the intensity that are not hooting and hollering at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
This is annoying too, but yeah.
It's an interesting sort of, like social behavior sort of thing, because like one of the major reasons that I don't go to the gym other than, and not trying to be, cheeky here, but other than the fact I hate exercising. Like I just don't like it at all, but I constantly feel like, and this is, comedian main character syndrome shit, but like I constantly feel like I'm looking like an idiot at the gym, and all the like regular gym goers are looking at me like, oh, someone's doing his little New Year's resolution right here. And like, and of course the reality of the situation is nobody's fucking looking at you. And if they are, they don't care, but it's
that keeps people away for sure. That's a real, that keeps people away.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then you have these people that are at the far other end of the spectrum where it's like they do want to draw attention to themselves. And I get it, because they're, the big, strong, tough people, but it's like, man, if only we could join forces in some way, and I could take some of your confidence and you could take some of my shame. We'd have like a utopian gym community.
Yeah.
It's just something to think about.
My favorite thing at the gym that I find like really fascinating is the people who, well, first of all, I used to go to Planet Fitness and I felt like I fucking owned the place because I like actually kind of knew what I was doing. And then I started going to like a real gym.
You got so comfortable you started grunting every once in a while there?
Yeah, I was wearing like the little Gold's Gym like stringer tees that they have, and like, it's going nuts. But no, then I started going to like a more serious gym, and I was like, oh, I'm a idiot, and like started getting a little self-conscious. But the thing that keeps me from ever really being self-conscious at the gym is the genre of guy who is always flexing and posing in the mirror, just like doing that. Lord. And they're not self-conscious about it at all. Like they're not. That's something that like I'm embarrassed. I will like shut the shades in my bedroom if I'm doing that in the mirror to make sure no one can see me do it, But these guys, like, they're just like doing their little lat spreads and stuff just like in front of everyone. And I'm like, this is,
that comforts you because you're like, I'll never be that cringe. You mean like?
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. There's something kind of endearing about seeing that just like unvarnished like male vanity, because you don't see men primping and posing a lot. Like
that's it. Yeah, that's
it's kind of funny to see these dudes doing it, and like having zero shame. But I think it's just comforting because it's like, yeah, I'm, I'm squatting the bar and can't put any weight on it. That's like mildly embarrassing, but at least I'm not, checking out my delts in the mirror. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Stop
the yelling
player
really
hating.
does.
Stop player hating. Shelby's right.
Sorry, you're right.
I mean, Shelby's getting yoked right now. I feel like every time I see Shelby, he's like a little more.
He's beefing up.
He's beefing up. He's getting real beefy. So
Shelby, are you taking supplements?
What's your stack, Shelby? Shelby, tell us your stack.
he's taking a variety of things that end in OL.
Yeah.
Can I say
He's
another
getting on the
thing too?
gas.
Shelby's on the
Denver,
gas.
Another place I have zero interest in. Denver. Sorry.
I was
keep
about
your little
to say when we were introing this story, I was going to say the Australia of America.
Oh, dude, same wavelength, Kath. Just such a boring, and all the people that I know that moved there, bless them, good friends. But I'm like, okay, it's just really all right.
I saw a tweet that said a man moving to Denver is like a woman getting bangs. It's like something you do when you're at a crossroads in your life. And you move to Denver. I like the mountains. I've had a nice time there, but it's a strange place. It's
and to be clear, I went there once when I was 8 years old and thought the mountains were gorgeous, but it's just like a place. It's just
they're far away from the city. They're not even that close.
Yeah, well, and it's like they're like Australia and Denver, and this is so lame of me to say, kind of, but it's just kind of like they're just. What's your character? What's your thing? You got nothing. Like there's nothing to you. You're new. Fuck off.
Too new. Yeah. Too new.
Too new. So yeah, apparently this condo complex it needed over 20 million in repairs almost as soon as it was finished. There's been lawsuits, apparently, complaints from the owners. Single-handedly ended condo construction in the city for a while. So this is a storied place. So good luck to everyone involved in this lawsuit. And you don't want to go to Denver because you might have a bunch of guys throwing a bunch of weights around below you and you can't sleep. It's ruining your romantic dinner with your wife.
Your like fancy chandelier is like swinging when someone slams the.
Yeah. My boss is coming over and all we hear is everyone grunting and throwing weights.
We're like the neighbors in a Christmas Vacation.
Cool
guys in a nice condo.
By the way, those people. Here's something they didn't do anything wrong. They were just yuppies.
Innocent.
Like and their whole shit gets ruined, and you're supposed to be happy about it for some reason. They chose not to have kids. So they deserve to have their house set on fire.
Fuck
or
assholes.
Yeah,
such a good point, Patty. I
like,
never thought of it that way. It's like, what are these? Your fucking tree went through their fucking house.
It's like, well, the guy looks like a dick and she looks like a bitch, so that's what happens. It's like, I guess we showed them, Yeah. So justice for them, and let's go. Let's keep it moving. Let's go number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3. Drum roll, please. Number 3 comes to us from Iguana Helium Cube in the Discord. I also sent this to our group text, so I'm glad it was submitted as well by a listener. This is just sort of our beat. We talk a lot about when smart devices can be exploited by random people who like that they're super easy to hack. This is a bad one. We've done like Roombas where like, oh, this Roomba actually is sending the floor plans of your house to China or whatever. This one
unclear what that information does to they're gonna know where the second bedroom is.
Right. It's just information that's out there that they have. They're gonna secretly build a
That's how they're planning their surgical strike.
Yeah, it's an extremely surgical strike.
I'm reading the 3-body problem. I know what they're doing.
Yeah, the Sophons. They're right. Yeah.
So this one is about a $5,000 robot lawnmower, made by a company called Yarbo. Sounds so made up to me.
Yarbo.
I don't know. You got this much money, pay a guy to mow your lawn. Why are you bringing a robot into it? Give a person a living. Pay a landscaper.
Or
That's
a local youth.
Yes, a
How
local
about
youth.
The local youths. This is their whole fucking industry, man.
Make your damn kid do it.
Yeah, make your damn kid
Have
do
some
it.
kids, you goddamn yuppie.
There you
Exactly.
go. In your
That's
silver
who has
jogging
this.
suits. Yeah. Todd and Margot. You pigs.
So, yeah, this is like a very similar story to the robo vacuum cleaner thing, where there are like serious security vulnerabilities in these things, and they can basically be remote controlled by anyone with sort of like a basic like hacking ability, which is like, you know, vacuum cleaner one thing. These have blades on them. So that's not great. Basically, there's like a full Linux computer in it, and the root password on all of them is the same. So, quote, hackers could completely reprogram it to do anything. Spin up the blades, probe your home network, turn your robot into part of a botnet to harass targets on the internet. Or, as this person tested out, it would run you over. Like, its object... you know, like the stopping gyroscope thing, you can override it and it will just straight up run you over if it is told to.
And if not you, a nest of baby bunnies and what have you. I mean, like,
right.
What the fuck?
That's, yeah. I mean, if you happen to be laying on your lawn while you're having your lawnmower,
not the greatest idea.
You're showing off to your neighbors like, look, the thing won't fucking touch me, man. It'll go all around.
I'm just kicking back and and then your face gets chopped off or whatever. Yeah. Oh, wow.
So yeah, the guy who figured this out, he had a map of every Yarbo robot in the United States and Europe, and he was like, he just presses a button and he's like, yeah, I'm controlling this one in upstate New York now. And it says, quote, this robot was already mowing a field, a White House visible in the background. We interrupt its regularly scheduled programming. Macros drags a little on-screen joystick with his mouse as I watch as the robot's camera turns to reflect each of these moves. There's little to keep him from driving anywhere he likes, spying on this family, figuring out when they come and go. So it has a camera too. So camera, blades, just good stuff.
I mean,
okay, what was the original intent of the fucking camera on a lawnmower?
I think it needs it to like interpret where it's going or something. That's what I'm guessing.
But does it need okay? Now this
like
is
a full
be over
visual
my
camera.
pay grade. But like, does it need an optical lens camera, or can it not use some sort of like echolocation? Okay, sorry, but you know, like but
I know
like
what
some
you mean.
sort of like, does it need like visual as we humans need visual?
Yeah, that's a good question. I had the same, like, why does it need an optical lens on it?
Yeah.
I mean, a camera is something they're putting in a lot of stuff that's not clear why. For like, I mean, especially for something like that. I mean, is there an AI component here too? One assumes there's some kind, you know, it's AI, it's AI powered. Have you
guys heard of this flock thing?
Oh, the cameras?
Flock cameras? Yeah.
tell
I
me
had not
about it.
heard of that until last week. And it seems like that would be, I mean, to your point, Patty, where it's like they're throwing cameras and shit. It's unclear why, but the reason is they want to be able to, there's an extrajudicial way to, everyone, buckle up. Here comes the condomaniac. There's some extrajudicial ways of taking control of these things and seeing whatever the fuck is going on. You don't need to get a warrant for it or whatever.
Right, it's like with the ring cams and all that shit. It's shady. What's the flock one though? I don't know this one.
They're just on like they're on like telephone poles and stuff, and they're just kind of. I think they also
like
have
England
the
style.
They also have like the shot spotter and stuff too. I think.
Yeah, it's like the license plate cameras, but I think there's so many of them, and I mean, this was I was on another podcast, Cops, last week, and it was explained to me, but while we're recording, so you couldn't really get deep into it with me. But it's like there's these license plate cameras everywhere, and they're taking still photographs, but there's so many of them that you can basically create, you know, like a little flip book or whatever. But then it's also the jurisdiction has gotten into regular indoor CCTV cameras. So in one of their sales demonstrations, they're showing a little girl's gymnastics class. Like,
why would they pick that
like,
of all things for the demonstration?
You'd think that would be one you'd avoid,
right?
You know, but
it's like this does raise some questions.
Well, we can show you that it's safe and there's not a terrorist attacking it. Or something. And
right.
Antifa is not attacking the gymnastics class.
Yeah.
Oh,
my parents have a Ring camera, and like I do not understand the appeal at all. My mom's, because it's like my mom gets like an alert on her phone anytime something happens, and it's just like, yeah, there's people walking by your house. Like, why do you want? I think she just doesn't know how to turn it off. I don't think like she cares, but it's like. Exactly.
It definitely I think contributes to making people a little crazy and paranoid. Because
it's like
if you have it, you're gonna check it. Hey, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, she's gonna look. She does say her favorite thing about it is she often will see my dad. Like it'll go off and he'll be like leaving for work or something, and then 20 minutes later he will pull back in, run inside, and then leave again because he forgot something.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty good. You get
God damn it.
to just roast him for that all the time. But yeah, I don't know.
It's like the Citizen app.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone had Citizen app, and then we all deleted it because like, okay, I'm never gonna feel comfortable again if I keep seeing this.
Right.
You know,
there was like one thing that was good on Citizen, and it was like a guy got like locked in a back of a porno store or something, or in like one of the booths or something. I forget what it was.
They had to extract him from
but it was
booth?
like somewhere. It was somewhere in Chelsea or something, and it was just like, okay, this is important to have. I need to know more about this event. You know, not like the fact that somebody got like someone broke into an apartment or what. It's like, okay, great, so
much
Warning:
gas
pedophile
odor.
and man with knife within 15 feet of you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Crime Grinder. It's awful. We don't need this.
That's a very Verhoeven.
Yes,
especially even the name too. Citizen.
Yeah, that's very Starship Troopers. No good.
Yeah. So I guess this lawnmower, to put a bow on this, they apparently like wrote an update to customers after the guy found this stuff, and they disabled the remote diagnostic stuff, and they're coming up with they're resetting all the passwords and stuff. I
guess that was ostensibly why they needed it, is so somebody, if they could do like updates and stuff, like to have remote access.
Yeah, because it's like the idea of like when you get like a router or something, or when you buy something and it's like you get to reset the password, but the password it'll be like on a sticker that's on it, right? But like this one didn't have a sticker. Every single one, the password was ABC123 or whatever. So once you knew that, it was over for whoever.
Well, this is like a huge. Like we did ages ago. I did an episode of Lie, Cheat, and Steal about a big DDoS attack that happened because it was like all of these smart devices. Most of them are purchased by people who your mom doesn't know how to change the password on her refrigerator. Like the fact that all of this stuff has internet connectivity, very, very few of them get the default password changed. So then people can basically use those devices, they hack into it and then do like denial of service attacks with it and stuff. So like your fridge is being commandeered to like take down a French internet service provider because they made some update that made World of Warcraft hard to play, and a hacker got mad, and like that literally is what happened.
Right. Or like to leave negative reviews on Rotten Tomatoes because the new Star Wars movie has like a girl who has too many powers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on. It's a brave new world we live in.
Thank goodness.
The only justification for a fridge that has internet access is that one time there's that girl who got all her stuff taken away and was tweeting from her fridge. That was the only good use of that service.
The one use, yeah.
So the rest of it can be shut down. All right, let's go number 2.
Number 2.
Keep things moving.
Number 2.
All right, number 2 comes to us from Frog and Toad are friends, which they are, and it's nice that they are, in my opinion.
Frog and Toad are just friends.
That's right. Frog and Toad, that really changes the dynamic there. Wow.
Yeah, different series.
Who's disappointed by that fact?
Right, who's describing it that way? Which one of them is describing it that way?
I don't want to lose you as a friend, Toad. You're like my brother. Okay, so number 2 is about what's going on with how we evolved and how we got. So basically, mutation way back in our evolutionary path gave us the ability to speak, and apparently. They've been mapping the neurons of some mice in Central America. They have the same mutation that we have. So that might be interesting to see what's going on. So apparently these they're called Alston's singing mice.
Singing, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Apparently they make those wonderful Christmas records.
Yeah.
Their chatter back and forth apparently sounds weirdly like it has the cadence of like conversation. And apparently it's because they have sonic and ultrasonic sounds that come out of their mouth. It's almost like a cicada sound. So it's not very pleasant to listen to. It's not like you're picturing like a mouse like standing on like a tree stump performing for, all the woodland creatures or something.
Sounded like James Earl Jones.
But apparently they never interrupt each other. They always like wait until the other one is done. So
they should
very
have a
polite,
podcast.
and they're
so polite.
No crosstalk.
No crosstalk.
And apparently their brains are similar to ours. Yet again, brutal evidence of the whole. This is like when you find like the 200-year-old tortoise or the 500-year-old Greenland shark or whatever. It's like, yeah, we're the main character though. We're the main guys on here.
Yep. We're the most important. Clearly,
we don't need to think about anything else. We get to kill and eat everything. We're the main guys. But if they were so great, they would make guns. But yeah, apparently, these developments are interesting because the brains of the singing mice and other just regular lab mice are apparently not that different, but they were able to finally study and get a little bit more in detail with I guess some kind of new techniques that they have with their RNA and their neurons and stuff, and they were able to find out that they had this little thing. So it raises questions about how much of this kind of mutation was done, in when we evolved language and gave us the podcasting, the ultimate expression of the human language.
Of course, the highest form of communication and speech.
Hey, the ultimate expression of human starts with, "Hey, what's up, guys?" Mm-hmm. The YouTuber.
Wow.
But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. And it is like if they can study kind of what led to it, it makes it so it's not as mystical. The idea that when did we start talking and what led to it? It's not as mysterious a thing, which is kind of neat.
I'm sorry, I just need to the podcast being the highest form of language. It just reminded me of when Dan Bongino got fired and went back on his podcast. His first episode, he just said, "Daddy's home" as the first thing he said.
That's
just
cool.
Really good when you leave the White House, and Daddy's home, back where I belong, podcasting. About nonsense.
Back where I really wanted to be because I don't have to do anything.
Right. It is where he belongs.
That's what all these guys that got appointed to these jobs after spending years of lobbying for these positions are like, oh, fuck, I actually have to okay. This isn't just a weird ceremonial thing. People expect me to do stuff, and bad stuff happens, and I'm responsible. Oh boy,
Patty, is this a picture of one of those mice?
Yeah.
Okay, that is the most anthropomorphic picture I've ever seen. That mouse looks like it's talking to me.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't want to interrupt it.
Yeah.
That is wow.
He looks like one of the Mises for the cheeses for the Mises in Christmas Carol, the Muppet one.
I like that his ears are perfectly round.
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying that.
And he looks like he's got one perked up, and he's got one kind of down. He's got his ears at a rakish angle. He looks great.
He's standing up. He's got his little hands. What were we saying about dolphins?
So so they kind of speak, right? They do the E thing. And I was thinking, do they make those noises underwater, or do they have to emerge from the water to make those noises? And is that due to this same sort of mutation or whatever that these mice have and that we have? Because these are the only other verbally communicating animals, right?
I think they make the clicks and stuff underwater. I mean, I think it carries really far, so you can't talk a lot of shit when you're underwater.
I wonder if like maybe the dolphin noises underwater like sound really cool and suave, and then it just sounds silly.
Yeah,
like
they sound like
water.
Barry White underwater,
Right?
And then they
yeah,
come up and
it's very like sensual, and then they come up and they're like,
yeah,
and it sucks.
Dude, I cannot get over this picture of this fucking mouse. This is like
he should
perfect.
be wearing like a little
Looks like
cap.
the king of comedy.
Yeah. He's great.
Get him a mic. Get him up there. Yeah, he looks great.
Get
You
him
gotta come.
funny
I
AF.
want to see this guy at Pine Box next Wednesday.
Yeah, get him up there. But
Mice,
like
you
other
should
animals, other animals like do communicate in some way, but this is the one that's like most like language. Is that most like human language?
I guess to the extent that they've studied it. I mean, dolphins like apparently have like they like make different sounds for like individual, like they have names for each other, and I think elephants have that too. And again,
that's crazy.
We're the main guys.
Yep.
You know, don't think about it. Don't like see how once you have like a pet and you see how other animals act an awful lot like the pet that you would never harm. You know, but don't even on a farm they're like that. Don't worry about it. You can't think about it. You know, this is I mean, just you don't want like how James Cromwell became like a militant vegetarian after doing Babe. You know what I mean? Like,
oh wow, did he?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, it is one of those things where I'm like, I eat meat. I know that they're right. Like people who don't eat meat are correct. Vegans are correct.
Yes.
That is the conclusion that if I ever actually thought about it, I would be forced to come
Well, and
to.
I argue that you do think about it, and we have, but we're morally conditioned to be able to ignore that.
Totally.
I think like 5 more generations of humanity, and that shit'll be gone because they are right.
Barbaric.
They're totally right. And like I can say that while eating a burger and be like, this is totally wrong. It's kind of like it's like watching football, it's wrong. And I do love it. And we're not at an evolutionary point yet where I actually have any genuine conflict about it, even though I know it's wrong.
Yeah. You see it coming at you, but you're like, world's tough already. But no, they're right.
It's tough. But yeah,
I probably won't eat one of these mice. Although if one was cooked for me, I might.
Get them on.
I wouldn't order it, but
toss them up. Get them. Toss them in some. Yeah. Let's not think
batter
about that.
them. Yeah.
Batter them.
Make them a little nugget, a little mouse nugget.
If you need to pick me up, I will recommend just go on YouTube, find the last scene of Babe. It'll get you hyped up, man. It's the greatest.
I cry every time at the end of that movie.
I need to watch that movie. I've never seen Babe.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's real. It's a really weird. It is very serious at points. It deals with death and stuff. It's a weird as a kids movie, but. Yeah, it's like and it ends up being like a sports movie because he goes to like the sheepdog competition and stuff, and you get so hyped up because you're like, they're all laughing. Why's he got a pig? It's like you are about to eat crow, dude. You're gonna go down.
Wait,
just
and
you
see.
wait.
It is like a sports movie. That is interesting. I hadn't thought about it that way, but
and it's and the thing that really sticks with me is I hadn't seen it in a long time, and I watched it a couple years ago. And is how all the animals call Farmer Hoggett boss. Like the dog calls him boss. I just think that's a very fun, he's got he's a guardian, whatever. But he's like, he's the boss. I got a job to do, and he's the boss. I just think about that
on my work
quite a bit. So anyway, Babe, check that out. These mice, they're closer to us than you'd think. Apparently,
they're just like us.
Yeah.
Except they don't interrupt each other. That's the main.
No crosstalk.
Number one.
And this week's number one reason to say what a time to be alive.
Number one this week comes to us from Loquacious B. Crumb in the Discord. This story is... I don't know how I feel about this. Part of me kind of likes it, and part of me is like, this isn't going to lead anywhere good. So in the UK, they have a lot of laws about like online, like age-gated websites and apps and stuff. And they conducted this report that surveyed a bunch of children about like online safety stuff, and they said 46% of children believe age checks are easy to bypass. 17% say they're difficult. But the way that they're doing it is they're when they want to log on to like a game or something that doesn't allow them, they're literally just like tricking facial recognition software by like drawing a mustache on their face in Sharpie and then getting into these games. And
the modern 2 kids in a trench coat thing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all you need. That's now to get into the internet equivalent of an R-rated movie. You just need a mustache.
I think they were using a picture of someone too. Like there was like almost like a meme thing where they were just holding up a photo of someone to the camera.
Yes,
like some grown up. Yeah,
that was working. They're apparently just most of them say they're really easy. Sometimes they say, quote, you just have to turn your head and it'll like they basically just don't work.
Well, a child simply wouldn't turn their head, so that must be
right. It's a total farce. A lot of this stuff is sad because it's about like how they're being exposed to really fucked up stuff. But drawing a mustache on your face to get past an age verification thing, you gotta admire a child for that. That's very funny. That's
little kids, you want to get
stuff.
on rotten.com, you better have a Sharpie, buddy.
Well, there's a lot of complex questions about what to do about like kids getting exposed to this stuff. I think age gating a bunch of sites is a way of making people give their information up that doesn't seem like a good solution, you know?
Right. It's like this is why we need to like end anonymity on the internet. It's like, okay, well, back up. That's maybe
let's not do that.
Great.
Yeah.
But it is, I love it's like this whimsical child prank of drawing a mustache. And it's like, so you can watch snuff films. Like that's what's on the other side of it. It's like just an absolute nightmare after this youthful prank. But yeah. I don't know, like, do they have these here? I thought they just isn't like Pornhub just like outlawed in a bunch of states for these types of reasons?
It certainly is in Ireland. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah.
No further questions. Thank you.
I think that there were laws passed about some kind of verification issue or something in a bunch of states, and they just chose to stop operating there. I believe.
Yeah.
And if you go on the site, like you could do it on a VPN or whatever, and like be on a server in that state, you will see like a message like talk to your legislator or something like that. Basically, they're using that
little singing mouse.
A little singing mouse. It's the hamster
something
dance.
More wholesome with your time.
Yeah. Doing the hamster dance. I mean that they talk about wanting to ban VPNs.
That site's
for that
amateur
reason.
hour anyway.
There we go.
Oh God.
Shelby's looking for the real stuff. Yeah. Shelby's on the dark web. No age gating on the dark web.
Nope. Well, that's like, I do feel like that is a problem with this stuff is they ban all the like major sites that actually do things more correctly. And then like the truly unregulated, insane shit.
Yeah.
You get to, people just go to that instead. And it's like, I don't know if that's better. I don't know if that's awesome,
Yeah. It's fine. I trust everyone who's in charge to do the right thing here and take a measured approach to pick an issue, honestly, right? I mean,
facial
whatever issue there
recognition
may
software is like a weird way to do this too, because it's like a robot is just guessing how old you look. That doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, as an HR professional, that's a little bit ageist. Like, how do you? I look old, huh? What about that guy I went to college with that had the turn old disease? Like, where you look like
You went to school with like the progeria, a kid with progeria, a guy with progeria.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know people live to be usually it's like it's not like Jack. It's not like that movie. It's like really sad, and you usually don't live that long. I feel like I'm surprised.
Well, he was 20. Well, when we were in school, it was sophomore year, and let me tell you, he was a gold mine as it pertains to buying alcohol early before you were 21.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I hope old Bill's doing all right. Oh, I shouldn't have said old. I hope Bill's doing all right. But I don't know much other than Jack.
I wonder if they're like if you're just a really old looking kid, it's like, you got it rough. You can watch porno. We'll just let you in.
Enjoy the
That's
porno.
a tough road
You know
to
what?
hoe.
That's a good point. This kid looks old enough. He's probably really tough.
Just put some like baby powder in your hair so it turns gray. You know,
Yeah,
and then
school play style. Put that like stuff, that like weird spirit gum stuff that like makes your skin more wrinkly. Just put that on.
Yep. Hello, I'm trying to visit the pornography website.
It's amazing they have these things these days. I used to have to drop a nickel in a slot.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, so
You can talk sex.
that, and when you get in the website, you're allowed to do that. Exactly. So, well, good luck to these kids. I hope they enjoy all the horrible things that will shape the rest of their lives. what
Right,
they get
ruin
to-
Yeah,
their
and enjoy your
brains.
fucked up sex life.
Shark attack injuries and such. So I think
A lot of it was video games, which I
Okay.
feel like is maybe less of a probably not great depending on what it is, but like, I don't know, you want to play some Silent Hill or something and you're little and then you get too scared. That's probably not the worst thing in the world that can happen to you. It's
Yeah.
probably fine.
I want to see that guy with the pyramid for a head.
And practice your upcoming school shooting online.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them do it.
That's not so bad.
It's fine.
It's fine. At least with video games, you're playing with other people and not just like talking to an AI about how to plan your school shooting. Like maybe someone will
Yeah, you're planning it with a partner. You'd
Yeah.
be more efficient.
get
a
groomed by
higher
some
body
weirdo.
count.
It's fine.
Get him in there.
I don't know how video game stuff happens.
That's
It is
mostly
weird to me
that's
that-
my understanding. I mean, I've never been one for the. I played for a little while with Eli and a couple of his friends over like with the chat and stuff. But like the social aspect of video games have zero appeal to me. The idea of getting on the computer,
Yeah.
like, I want to play single player. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it. I do feel like for some, particularly men, it is like the only way they have kept in touch with people
Tread
from like
lightly.
high school. Like they just don't like they're like activity based friends. Like they're not people you would necessarily call, but then when you're playing your video game, you're catching up a little bit. Like
I think
can
that's
see
true.
that.
Yeah.
But playing with a stranger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not for
I have a kid now. It's like, oh cool. Anyway.
Oh, tight. Is that why you're so much worse at this game than you used to be? 'Cause
Yeah.
you have to raise a
classic
child?
guy stuff where you don't talk about anything that like that Whitney, it happens all the time with like talking to Whitney or whatever. It's like she has all this information about her friends, and then I'm like, yeah, they seem like they're doing fine. I don't know. It's like, okay, no news is good news, I guess, right? That's about where you come down on it.
Nothing horrible happened, I guess. He has
Still
all his
alive.
limbs still.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fine.
Yeah, everyone's fine. Oh well.
Well,
yeah.
Should
I
we
think
do
that's-
plugs? I
Let's
know
do
we gotta do a
plugs.
short ep today.
Yeah, that's right.
Like and subscribe.
Find our Patreon bonus episodes, merch, Discord, and more at whatatimepod.com. And follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram at whatatimepod. Check out Kath's other podcast, Lie, Cheat, and Steal, about liars, frauds, thieves, and bullshitters. Theme song by Naughty Professor. Thanks for listening, and best of luck.
We love that
Bobby, Greatest Hits Volume 2. Right?
Yes.
Where else can
Available-
where can people find you on Threads?
So, I was gonna plug my thread. So, the YouTube Greatest Hits Volume 2. My name Bobby Condon, just like condom, except an N at the end. And on Instagram and Threads at Bobby.Condon. I'm there. I'm trying hard, and people are hurting me. Back me up there, please.
Help this man.
Help if you're gonna leave a negative comment, leave it on YouTube so that it like boosts the algorithm.
Drive the engagement.
Because
You know,
That's-
I'll be close behind.
You gotta hit it. You gotta hit him with that. Who's still watching this in 2026? You hit him with
Yeah.
one of those.
He will be responding. He will be in touch.
This reminds me of
reachable.
my son who died, or all the weird sad YouTube comments.
Yeah, my grandfather and I used to watch this special together until he passed away.
There you go.
Yeah.
So get some of that going.
I don't think I have anything to plug at the moment. Oh, I'll be in Austin at the end of June doing shows. We're doing some Master Pancake. I'll be doing some stand-up. So come to that if you're in Austin. But I don't think I have anything immediately in New York.
I got nothing, so that's it.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks, listeners.
Thank you. This was awesome.
Thank us all. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for stopping by.